All right, dear children, welcome back to the class. We want to have a look at this beautiful chapter, magnetism and matter. This is going to be very, very interesting chapter. Look at this. In the previous chapter, moving charges and magnetism, we talked about this moving charges and magnetism, no? Moving charges and magnetism. We did not discuss about any material nature. We did not discuss about any matter and all. Okay. Now in this chapter, what we are going to study, we are going to study magnetism along with matter. I mean, what are the magnetic properties of different materials? Okay, we are going to study about something called diamagnetic. Then we are going to study about something like paramagnetic and something like ferromagnetic material. Okay, then about bar magnet. Okay, about bar magnet. Then we are going to study about all these things. All properties and all. And there are so many definitions. There are so many definitions like magnetization, then magnetic intensity, then magnetic permeability, then magnetic susceptibility. Like that, there are so many words, and there is some phenomena called hysteresis. Like that, there are so many things. This is going to be a very, very important chapter. Are you excited to start this chapter, dear children, to learn all the things in magnetism and matter? Are you excited?
Yes, sir.
All right. So then let's dig into this magnetism and matter, that everybody is going to put the heading, and that heading will be magnetism and matter. I welcome all of you on this beautiful journey of magnetism and matter. All right. Okay. Now let us start the chapter here. Let us try to build our fundamentals. Now, if I ask you, what is the reason for magnetism? What is the reason for magnetism? Okay. Try to get this right. Okay. Now, till now, reason for magnetism in a material, where that magnetic property comes from. Why iron is getting attracted to a magnet, but a wood is not getting attracted to a magnet. All right. So let us try to have a look at this. Now, if you take one magnetic material here, or just one magnet, you take one magnet here. This is having North Pole and South Pole. Now, you can take any other material also. If you cut it, you are going to get two pieces, no? One piece is here, another piece is here. So you are going to get this one as North Pole, and this one as South Pole, and this one as North Pole, and this one as South Pole. Now again, if you cut this, what happens? You are going to get two pieces here, no? Another small two pieces. Again, it is North Pole, South Pole, and here also North Pole, South Pole. Don't you think it happens like this?
Yes.
Yes, and now afterwards, if you cut this also, it keeps on going smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller. Like that, if you keep on cutting this up to where you can reach, can you reach up to single atom? Hmm? Can you reach up to single atom or not?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Now, in that single atom, what is happening? We have something called nucleus. You know about this nucleus, that is like proton and neutron are there. They are deep inside, so we cannot do anything with that. And after that, we have different shells here. Yes or no? So different shells are different orbits are there. In those different orbits, what will be roaming? All these electrons will be roaming around, right? So this electron, here also electron, here also electron. There, octet rule and all, you know about that. All those rules, electrons will be there, no? So this is a negatively charged electrons are, they are revolving. Electron means it is charge. Okay. What is the meaning of electron? Whenever I say electron, electrons means charge. No, charge is in motion means charge is in motion means what will come? Whenever charge is in motion, don't you think current comes? A charge is moving means current
Yes.
comes or not? If current is there means magnetic field will come or not, because Oersted proved that current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. Did he prove that current carrying conductor produces magnetic field? Whatever this current carrying conductor is there, it is going to produce magnetic field or not? Yes or no? So like that, so whatever the charges are moving, no. So due to that current is there, due to that magnetic field is there. Can I say Revolving electrons are the reason for magnetic field. Yes, tell me. Tell me, dear children. Can I write a statement here? Revolving electrons. Revolving electrons. We got our first statement. Revolving electrons are the reason for magnetism. Can I say like this? Tell
Yes, sir.
me. Okay. Revolving electrons are the reason for magnetism. This is what we got to know about this. Now, as the chapter name is magnetism and matter, no? So we got to know what is the reason for magnetism. Now, there are different types of materials, no? Different types of matter. Different types of matter. Now, you may say solid, liquid, and gas also, but different types of matter based upon magnetic properties. Based upon their magnetic properties. Based upon their magnetic properties, whatever magnetic properties are there, no, so based upon those magnetic properties you need to divide. So now I told you initially, only I told you there are three types of materials. In chemistry also you must have studied them in 11th standard chemistry. There are diamagnets, paramagnets, and ferromagnets. Have you heard these words in 11th class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So diamagnet, paramagnets, and ferromagnets. So now more about these things, diamagnet, paramagnet, and ferromagnets, we'll study in the, in the upcoming classes. But right now, this is not our target. But still, I have told you that means what we are going to study. Matter means we are going to study about this diamagnetic material, paramagnetic material, and ferromagnetic material. So before getting into these materials, let us study a little bit about magnetism. Right, dear children? About this magnetism, let us get started. Okay.
Yes,
Okay, fine. Now I think these things are very clear to you. The reason for magnetism. What is the reason for magnetism? Revolving electron are the reason for magnetism. Different types of material or matter based upon their magnetic properties are these three. And that too, all these three things are there. No, they are also dependent on this moment of electrons only. According to the moment of electrons only, different types of moments are there of these electrons, and due to that only they are divided into diamagnet, paramagnet, and ferromagnet. All right. Now, how many types of magnets are there, dear children? We have heard different types of magnets, no? Different types of magnets. One is famous magnet. Different types of magnet. The first one is like bar magnet. Have you heard about bar magnet? It's a very famous, no, bar magnet. Even in your 10th standard also you must have seen this bar magnet. How it looks like? It looks like this. No, here is North Pole and here is South Pole. And you studied about the magnetic field lines and their properties also. Magnetic field lines we studied or not? From North Pole they start outside and they go inside and they form closed loops. Did we study this magnetic field lines properties or no?
studied.
Studied or not studied? Okay. So this is like a bar magnet. Now there can be any other magnet. There is something called a U-shaped magnet. U-shaped magnet. How the U-shaped magnet looks like? U-shaped magnet looks like this. U-shaped magnet. It looks like this. Okay. So on one side I will be having a North Pole. On the other side we may have a South Pole, North Pole and South Pole. We may have like this U-shaped magnet. Then we can have spherical magnet. We can have spherical magnet. Have you seen these speakers and all? They're having a spherical magnets, round shaped magnets will be there in the speakers, in the big speakers. Have you seen them? Spherical magnets.
Yes, sir.
Outside there will be a sphere and inside there is one, no, round here. So this acts like North Pole and this acts like South Pole. So these are called as spherical magnets. Like that, there can be any shaped magnets, but our target is what? Our target is, tell me, what is our target? Bar
Bar.
magnet. We have to study about bar magnet. All right. So everybody is going to. All these properties are known to you or not? Magnetic field line property. The magnetic field lines form closed loops. Outside they are from North Pole to South Pole. Inside they are from South Pole to North Pole. Yes, they do not intersect with each other. Concentration of field lines gives the strength of magnetic field. Did I give you all those properties in the moving charges and magnetism chapter itself? Tell me,
Yes.
did I give that? Or okay, fine. All right, fine, dear children. Now, look at this. This is very important to understand. Now, whenever I say magnet as a north pole and south pole. For example, here is the north pole and here is the south pole. Otherwise, we can write it inside also. So whenever I write a north pole and south pole, don't you think like this north pole is acting like positive charge because magnetic field lines are going from it, no? They are emerging from it. So, don't you think it is acting like a positive charge? From positive charge also magnetic field lines go outside, no? And don't you think this inside the South Pole magnetic field lines are entering and it is acting like a negative charge? Don't you feel like that positive to negative as they come no, in electric field line? So in a magnetic field line, don't you think that they are going from North Pole to South Pole and it is acting like positive charge? Don't you feel like that, dear children? North Pole. Look at this, no? It is going inside like that. It is going means. Don't you think North Pole is acting like positive charge and South Pole is acting like negative charge? Tell me. Tell me. Yes or no? Do you
Yes.
remember electric charge? Yes, okay. So now for this North Pole, what I will write it as plus QM. And for this South Pole, I will write it as minus QM, as they are acting like plus and minus. Now, what do you mean by QM? QM means a magnetic charge. We just define one quantity here that is called as a magnetic charge. Try to get it a magnetic charge and plus QM for North Pole. Positive magnetic charge for which pole? For North Pole. Okay. For the North Pole, we are going to have plus magnetic charge. And similarly, minus QM means it is going to be for South Pole. Okay. It is going to be there for South Pole. Look at this. Here is the South Pole and minus QM. I am going to have that. Is it clear? Whatever I have told, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing, in between them, positive to negative, there will be some distance, no? This distance usually represented it as 2a, right? So I can represent it as 2a. Now, the product of any one magnetic charge and distance of that dipole. This is also dipole only, no? Dipole, polarity. Two polarities are there. One is north polarity, another is south polarity. Same things we are mentioning as a plus QM and minus QM. So I am going to have two polarities. So that's why whatever that QM into 2A comes, no? So whatever QM into 2A comes, that is called as a magnetic dipole moment, and we represent it with symbol M, magnetic dipole moment. So we are going to have one definition here. What is that? Magnetic dipole moment. Okay, dear children, magnetic dipole moment. So what is magnetic dipole moment? There are two definitions for this. You can just write it. Magnetic dipole moment means right now in simple words you can just represent it as you can give the definition as product of either magnetic charge. Either means any one magnetic charge. Product of either magnetic charge and distance of dipole is called a magnetic dipole moment. Is it understood? Is it understood and clear, dear children? Magnetic dipole moment. Okay,
Yes,
but
sir.
we don't use this definition. Okay, we use another definition. Why? Because whatever magnets are there, no, whatever magnets are produced, so those magnets are produced due to current, no. Magnets are produced due to, if you look at subatomic particle or whatever, or even though if you are looking at this atomic level, no, if you are cutting this magnet and you are achieving this small element, a small atom also, small particle also, here also magnetic field is coming because of current only. So that's why we want to define the magnetic dipole moment in terms of current. Magnets are produced due to current only, no? Whatever moment of current is there, so they are produced. So that's why we define magnetic dipole moment in a different way. How we define? Let us see that. Okay, again we are going to have one more definition for magnetic dipole moment. Anyone you can write, both will get the mark. It's not like you are going to get mark only in one. Magnetic dipole moment means, for example, I have got any one conductor here. I have got any one conductor, and in that conductor, if some current I is flowing, some current I is flowing, and this conductor is like circular, it can be anyhow, it can be. No need that it has to be circular only, or it can be like this also. Here also current may be flowing. Now this conductor is having area A or not? It is having some area here, no? So let me take this area as A. Now here also current I is flowing, and here also, I mean, this is also enclosing some area. This area may be different, and this current may be also different. But the product of this current and the area in which it is flowing. For example, this current is flowing like this, no? That means this is enclosing this much area. So product of this current and this area is called magnetic dipole moment. This has to be made very, very clear in your mind, very important. As we proceed into the chapter, we are going to use it very often. Product of current and product of current and area in which it is flowing is called magnetic dipole moment. Okay, is called magnetic dipole moment. You feel that. So that is going to be M is equal to I into A. Is it clear, dear children? If it is clear, say yes quickly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what is the unit of magnetic dipole moment? Unit of magnetic dipole moment is going to be ampere meter square. I means ampere, area means meter square. So it becomes ampere meter square. Now, if somebody asks you what is a dimension formula of magnetic dipole moment, that also you know ampere means as usual A, or I also you can write, meter square means L square. Is it clear? Unit and dimension?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I hope you understood this. Now, can I say Qm into 2A is equal to IA? Qm into 2A is equal to IA. Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, Qm into 2A is also magnetic dipole moment. IA is also magnetic dipole moment. Why I am taking this as this Qm is there? No, we don't know about unit. Qm means magnetic charge. Okay. Qm is equal to, don't you think it becomes IA divided by 2A? IA divided by 2A. Now, if you want to look at the unit of QM, unit means magnetic charge unit. If you want to look at it, I means ampere, area means meter square, and 2A means again meter. Here 1 meter get cancelled. Don't you think unit of this magnetic charge is ampere meter? And if you want to look at the dimension formula of magnet, these are very important for your 1 mark question. So don't you think dimension formula of this magnetic charge is going to be A into L?
Yes,
Yeah. I mean, look at this. They will ask you 1 mark question. What is the unit of magnetic charge? What is the unit of magnetic charge? They will ask you. So at that time, directly you cannot have the unit for this magnetic charge. You have to find out the magnetic charge unit by using this formula. Understood?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, fine, dear children. I hope it is very, very clear in everybody's mind. Shall I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, look at this. This magnet is there. No, for example, I have got one magnet here. I told you there will be anywhere North Pole can be there. Here also North Pole. Here also, here it can be South Pole. Anyway, so if I'm mentioning here plus QM, here if I'm mentioning plus QM, and here I'm mentioning minus QM, that is my choice wherever I want to mention. Now, from this plus QM, if you have gone this much distance, otherwise let me take this. This line is called as axis, no? Do you know about this? This line is called axis, which is passing through center of this magnet. Have you studied about this minus QM plus QM, an imaginary line passing through centers of those charges is called axis and all? You have studied, no? In electric charges and
Yes,
fields.
sir.
Axis. And this line, if it is going like this is called as equatorial line. Have we studied that? Yes or no? We have studied the axis also, we have studied, and we have studied equatorial line. This is called as equatorial line. Have we studied or not?
Yes.
Please respond. Okay, fine. So now what I want to tell you here is, if there is a magnet, and here is a plus qm and there it is minus qm, wherever you want you can take it. Already I have told you. Now here is the center, for example. I have got it as center. Here is the center. O means, now you name it as A and you name this as point as B. Now OA means how much it will be. OA means this distance will be A, and OB means this distance will be B. This distance will also be A or not, because total distance is 2A. Means if I'm taking center O, so this side it becomes A and this side it becomes A or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now if you're taking one axis like this, now due to this plus qm here, if you're taking any point, now how the magnetic field will be? Magnetic field will be outside. No, why? Because it is a positive charge, so it will become bb means magnetic field due to charge at point B. Now due to this minus qm, magnetic field will be inside or not? It becomes ba or not? Have you studied these things in your
Yes, sir.
I mean electric charges and fields or not?
Electric field and
Yes, you have studied that. The similar things will follow here. Now, if any minus QM or plus QM, whatever may be the pole strength, for example, I don't want to show everything here. Now, for example, if any, I mean, here this side minus QM will be there. This is a bar magnet. Now, from this plus QM, if you are going up to a distance of R, for example, you have went up to distance R. Now, here I want to find out the, magnetic field. What is the magnetic field at this point? Now, definitely the magnetic field will be outside. If you are naming this point as B, that becomes magnetic field becomes BB. BB means magnetic field due to charge at B. So BB, it becomes, the formula for that BB will be, always remember, it is going to be, instead of writing not by 4 pi, let me write K only. K into QM divided by R square. Already we have studied this formula or not, dear children? We have studied the
yes,
electric
sir.
field. We studied electric field due to a charge means kq by r square. No, kq by r square we have studied. But right now we are talking about magnetic field. No, so the magnetic field at this point due to the charge at B at a distance of r will be kq1 by r square. Do you agree with this? Yes. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
agree with this or not? Okay. Now, once you have agreed with that, our next derivation comes. What is that derivation? Magnetic field on the axis of a bar magnet. What is the concept, dear children? What is the next concept? Magnetic field, tell me, on the axis of
Bar magnet.
magnetic field on the axis of bar magnet. I am not going to do it. You are going to do it as a homework. You have to consult the consult, as in you have to look back at the things of electric charges and field, then you have to do it. If you find any problem, I'm going to solve it. I'm going to give you hint. Magnetic field on axis of the bar magnet, I will give you hint. Look at this. Now what is this? Tell me. What is this? Tell me. Bar magnet, no?
Not
Bar magnet. Okay, and this is north pole and this is south pole, no? Hmm? Okay. Now, after that, this is plus QM and this is minus QM, no? This is plus QM and this is minus QM, right? Okay, that is also clear. Now, what is this O? If I write O here, O means center of dipole, no? Center of dipole.
yes,
We'll
sir.
write that also. Now, I will name this as A and I will name it as B. Now, what is this OA distance and what is this OB
A,
distance? Tell me.
A, sir.
OA means
A and B.
A and OB is also A, right? Yes or no? Okay. Now, axis means, you guys know. What do you mean by axis? This is the line, no? Imaginary line passing through centers of both the charges. This is only known as axis, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you have to take one point here. Let me name this point as P. Now this point P is at a distance of R. This point is at a distance of R or not? From the center of
हाँ सर
dipole. Yeah. Now here you have to find the magnetic field. Okay. Let me name all of them. Let me do this, and equatorial line I will give it to you. Can you do this? Can you find out here? I mean, you will be afraid. I know that. I mean, you will feel like, oh, sir, how we will do it? You only do it. No, sir. We'll just write it and we'll go home and have our tea. I know that you are going to say that, but you have to be brave enough to do this. Okay. O means center of dipole. No. O means center of dipole or not? Yes. Now,
हाँ
can I say OA is equal to OB is equal to A? OA is equal to OB is equal to
yes sir
A? Yeah. Next, P. What is P? P is point on axis of dipole, no? P is point on axis of dipole, right? Yeah. Tell me. P is point
हाँ सर
on axis of
Yes, sir.
dipole such that such that OP is equal to what? OP is equal to R or not? Such that OP is equal to R, right? Tell me. Okay, fine. Now you have to tell me here again. What will be the magnetic field due to this plus QM? Don't you think it is outside? Due to plus QM, the magnetic field is going to be outside like this. It is going to be outside. Don't you feel like that? So I'm going to name it as BA, no? Because due to this positive charge, magnetic field is outside. It is BA or not? Magnetic field due to charge at A. Hmm? Now, similarly, I'm going to have BB here because this is negative charge. It is going to be inside. Now, BA is small and BB is large. Why like that? I have explained you the reason also. BA I have written very small there, but BB I am writing little bit bigger. Why? Because the same charges are there,
नेगेटिव
but that is a distance is more, and here the distance is less or not. Here the from minus QM distance is less or not. BB is more or not.
हाँ सर
Okay. Try to write the formula for BA now. BA is equal to what is the formula? BA means K will come, QM will come, but distance, what is the distance from this A charge? Look at this, I mean this from center to this point P, distance is R. Don't you think this distance is A? From here to here distance is A. If this distance is A, don't you think from this plus QM, I'm going to have A and another R. That is like R plus A. Can I have R plus A or A plus R?
ए प्लस
A plus
Yes
R.
or no? A plus or R plus A, anything is fine. So it is going to be KQM divided by R plus A whole square. So this is going to be magnetic field due to charge at A. Now similarly, can I have BB? BB means magnetic field at this point P due to charge at B. BB means, look at this. Now this much distance I need to, from this B to this P, this much distance I need to find out. Now, from center to this point, what is the distance? R is the distance. From center to this point, R is the distance. Now, this much distance you have to remove. From this R, you have to remove this A. Then you will get this distance. Don't you think it is R minus A? Already you have done this, and I don't think you need much explanation here. It is going to be R minus A, no?
यस सर
KQM divided by R minus A whole square. Please try to get it. Very easy it is, and easily you can tackle this. Okay. So here, whatever we have, that is like whatever A is there, BA is outside, and that distance we estimated it as A and another R, that is like R plus A, and here minus is there, and here I have come means from center to this point this distance is R, and in that we have to remove this A, this much, this A, or I mean you can calculate here also, that's why it becomes R minus A whole square. I hope it should be clear.
हाँ सर
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if I ask you total net magnetic field, If I ask you net magnetic field, okay, net magnetic field means magnetic field at point P. That net magnetic field is equal to, don't you think I have to write it as BB minus BA? Because BB is more, no? Hmm? So I'm going to write it as a BB minus a BA. BB, yeah, BB minus BA. So BB means it is going to be K into QM divided by R minus
A
A
whole square.
whole square minus KQM divided by R plus A whole square. Don't you think you are going to carry forward this calculation and do get something? Or you want me to do this? You are going to get it, okay? Otherwise, do it quickly, okay? KQM, you take common, and in bracket, what you are going to get there? 1 divided by R minus A whole square minus 1 divided by R plus A whole square, okay? This is what you are going to get. Correct now? Same steps as that of electric field on axis of dipole, whatever you have done, same calculations. Okay. Now I'm going to carry this forward. Then that becomes KQM bracket. Now look at this. What is the LCM here? One is R minus A whole square, another is R plus A whole square. I'm going to take both those LCM. They are going to be R minus A whole square into R plus A whole square. Okay. Similarly, if I get the LCM, I'm going to multiply here. No, I'm going to multiply what? I'm going to multiply R plus A whole square here, and I'm going to multiply R minus A whole square here. All right. So I'm going to write what I'm going to write, R plus A whole square, then minus R minus A whole square. Right now, dear children, is it correct? Whatever I have written, then I'm going to close the bracket. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then after I'm going to put the equal symbol, then it is going to be KQM, and in bracket it becomes A plus B whole square. KQM I have written now. After writing this KQM, I'm going to open this bracket. R plus A whole square means A plus B whole square. It becomes A square plus B square plus 2AB. Then I'm going to have this minus. Then I'm going to open that bracket, because A minus B whole square, that becomes A square plus B square minus 2AB. Minus 2AB means minus 2RA. Then all divided by, please try to cooperate here, all divided by, this is like R plus A into R minus A. That means A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B means it becomes A square minus B square, and that becomes whole square. It becomes whole square is there, so that whole square will also come. So did you understand this, whatever I've written here? Yeah, little bit all these steps have been done into so much less space, but I hope you will understand them as they proceed. This is A plus B whole square, that is A square plus B square plus 2AB, then minus I have written, and inside that I'm going to write A minus B whole square, that is A square plus B square minus 2AB. Then I am going to break open the bracket, that is going to be KQM. Then in bracket I'm going to have R square plus A square plus 2RA minus R square minus A square, then minus into minus it becomes plus 2RA. So all these things and divided by R square minus A square. And in this, what will be cancelled? Look at this R square and minus R square, A square and minus A square get cancelled or not?
Sir, whole square.
This R square and minus R square. Okay, this whole square I have forgotten. No, this whole square also you write it. R square minus A square whole square. Okay, all right. This denominator you're talking about, no? R square minus A square whole square. See this. This is A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. Then whole square, both side it is there, because this is also 2 times, this is also 2 times. I'm going to get R square minus A square also 2 times. I explained in the previous section. So why it become whole square? Because R minus A whole square means it is R minus A into R minus A, no? And R plus A whole square means it is R plus A into R plus A, right? So R minus A into R plus A, R square minus A square. R minus A into R plus A, r square minus a square. So 2 times it is coming means both the times, instead of writing it both the times, I'm going to square it. Okay. Now moving forward, so I'm going to get this as kqm is there, and inside what is remaining now? 2RA plus 2RA. It becomes 4RA, no? In the bracket, I'm going to write 4RA and divided by what is there? R square minus A square whole square is there, no? KQM is there.
Sir.
2RA plus 2RA, 4RA, then divided by R square minus A square whole square is there. Now this thing, I'm going to write it? I'm going to write it as a K into, otherwise K into, okay, then I will write it as QM into K into QM into this 4RA is there, no? This how I will write? I will write it as 2A. First I will write 2A, then afterwards I'll write 2R. Is it possible like this? Look at this. I mean, K into QM I have written. This 4RA is written as 2A. First of all, I have to write 1, 2. From this 4, 1, 2 is written here, and A is written here. Another 2 from this 4 is written here, and R is written here. Look at this. 2A into 2R means it becomes 4RA, no? 2 into 2, 4. R into A, RA. 4RA it becomes, no?
Yes, sir.
And divided by, I'm going to have R square minus A square whole square. Why I'm writing like this means K into QM into 2A means what? Magnetic dipole moment. The symbol is M, no? Did I tell you that symbol is M? So QM into 2A, whatever it is there, no? I told you already QM into 2A means this is going to be magnetic dipole moment. That is Km. And then I'm going to write 2R. 2R is the QM into 2A instead of this QM into 2A, whatever it is there, I'm going to write M here. Okay. And into 2R is there. Then after that, I'm going to carry forward this below also. That is going to be R square minus A square whole square. Okay. Actually, you can keep it like this also. But this A is considered to be very, very small. Whatever this A is there, no? So this A, the distance of the half of this distance of dipole, it is considered to be very, very small compared to this distance R. Look at this R. This R is bigger, no? So compared to this R, this is A is very, very smaller. That's why we are going to neglect it. Okay, we got everything here, no? R square minus A square whole square. All those things we have got. So what I'm going to say? I'm going to say A is a very, very smaller than R, and A square is a much more smaller than R square. Okay. Therefore, neglect A square. Neglect A square. If I neglect A square, so what will be the net magnetic field at point P? The net magnetic field will be, look at this. This can be written as Km into 2R only,
Km
right?
over divided by R square.
Km, Km 2R divided by R square whole square, no? R square whole square,
Yes, sir.
because R square is there, A square I'm going to neglect, R square whole square it becomes. Then after that it becomes BP is equal to, tell me. So K M 2R divided by R to the power 4. R to the power 4 means here 4 R's are there, here 1 R is there. So this 1 R here and 1 R there get cancelled, and R cube remains, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
BP, how I'm going to write it? This BP, I'll write it as K M2 is there. Instead of that, I'll write it as 2M, then divided by R cube. K into M2 means 2M divided by R cube, I'll write. Then, I mean, here K is going to be, where K is going to be? Tell me, what is the value of K? Where K is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, right? So I'm going to get this magnetic field at B is going to be mu naught by 4 pi 2M divided by R cube. Understood?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Where M is called the magnetic dipole moment. Did you observe that in the electric dipole, instead of this M, we just got P. Everything else was same. Only P was there, right?
Has.
Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
hope it is clear. I hope it is clear whatever I have done just now. Don't you think it has become very simple for you now because of electric chains and fields?
Has, sir.
Yeah, I
Has.
mean, now again you learn in college also. It will become like a, I mean, halwa question for you. I mean, it becomes very simple. It becomes very smooth uppit for you, which you can easily eat. Okay, so I mean, easily you can do this kind of questions. Okay, look back at this chapter, whatever we are studying now. Okay, the reason for magnetism we have seen. What is the reason for magnetism? Revolving electrons. Then these materials, these are very interesting. We'll come to them. Then after that, we talked about bar magnet and magnetic field on axis of the bar magnet. We have started this discussion. Magnetic dipole moment we have discussed. Then magnetic charge, unit of this magnetic charge also we have discussed. Yes, that is ampere meter. And after that, we have come to magnetic, what will be the magnetic field due to a pole? Then after that, magnetic field on the axis of a dipole. We have studied all those things. Don't you think the chapter is running smooth?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, will you find magnetic field on equatorial line of dipole, dear children? Equatorial line of magnetic dipole? Equatorial line of magnetic dipole. Will you find out or not? Tell me. Magnetic field on equatorial line of dipole. Do you know how to do it? Or you don't know? It's quite simple, no? Can you do it or not, dear children? Let me give you some hints. I'm not going to solve it. So what is the final formula you're going to get? Magnetic field on equatorial line of magnetic dipole. Everybody knows it, no? BB is equal to what you are going to get? K into M divided by R cube you will get, no? It is K into 2M by R cube. Here it becomes M by R cube, no? Because one component will be lost or not? I mean, not BB, total net magnetic field at that point P. So whatever it is there, I'm going to Km divided by R cube or not. Do you know this or not? You must have forgotten. I know you must have forgotten. Look at this. I will just give you a hint. What is this? Tell me, dear children. Just keep on telling it quickly. Keep your mic on and keep on telling me. What is this?
Bar
This is a magnet. And here is the North Pole. And here is the South Pole. Yes. And here I'm going to have a plus QM. Here is plus QM. And similarly here I have minus QM, and here is the center, let me call it as O, and here is the point A, and here is the point B. This OA is going to be A, and this OB is also going to be A. Now this is the equatorial line, that is like perpendicular bisector. Now here I am going to have one point P, correct? Here I am going to have one point P, which is at a distance of R. This distance, whatever this distance is there, this is going to be R. Now, due to this plus QM, the magnetic field here will be outside. I'm going to call it as BA. And due to this negative charge, magnetic field is going to be inside. I'll call it as BB. All right. Now, in between, I'm going to have one line here. Yes or no? So, I'm going to consider all the angles and all. If I consider this angle as theta, this angle will become theta, and this is theta, means this is also theta, both are theta. Then do you know this method, whatever I have explained, or you don't know? You know, right? You know or you don't know? Please say quickly. Know or don't know? Yes. Okay, so this one you are going to split it into BA cos theta and BA sin theta. Here you are going to, don't be in a hurry, dear children. Don't be in a hurry just to copy this. I am not going to do this. I am going to give it as homework. Will you do it as homework and bring this? Will you solve it? Tell me.
We'll try.
We'll try. We'll try, sir. We don't have that confidence in us, sir, but I will try, sir. We'll try to do that, sir. Yeah, that's what you're saying me. Please do it on your own, okay? Do it on your own, and definitely whatever magnetic field at point P, no, so that BP, you must get it as K M divided by R cube. That means K is mu naught by 4 pi, no? So you must get it as mu naught by 4 pi M divided by R cube. If you're not understanding, then definitely you can take help of that electric field on the equatorial line of dipole, and you can do it. Will you do it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do it on your own and get rid of it. Okay, so in this class we have learned about this magnetism and matter, I mean, reason for magnetism, and we have covered all these two derivation. And when I meet you in the next class, I'll be carrying forward this chapter, and we'll see how the things will proceed. Okay, thank you very much for attending the class, and I will have this video. Don't leave the class right now. Because I'm going to talk to you a little bit after stopping the recording. I'm going to stop the recording, then I'll talk to you. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.